My favorite memory with my dad is just all the Halloweens we've had. He was very big on Halloween and everything creepy. I grew up, the first movie I can remember watching is Jeepers Creepers, so we loved watching horror movies together. So whenever Halloween came around, it was like our holiday. He would make these makeshift haunted houses in our garage, and there would just be a line down the block for people coming in and out, and he would always take the kids on the hayride to go trick-or-treating, and that's just always, every time I think of him, I think of Halloween.
What kinds of things did your dad value most in his life?
I would say definitely his friends and family. His friends were his family. He loved making people laugh and smile, just trying to make somebody's day better. That's something he valued very importantly. He just wanted to make everybody's day better. And he hated the word hate. That's just his thing. Whenever I would say, oh, I hate whatever, he would say, don't say that. That's a bad word. There's too much hate in the world already. You don't need to be saying hate. So I would just say just happiness. He valued happiness the most and making other people happy.
I would have to agree with him. There is too much hate, and from his smile, you can just tell that he loved life and he loved everyone around him. And so I can see that just from the photos you sent, that he was very, very encouraging to be around.
He was. Just how great of a father he was. He always prioritized me and making time for me, and he was a very talented carpenter. He was very, very, very crafty, so I'd also say that. He always said, happy, happy, happy. Every time you talk to him, that would be his thing, like, be happy, happy, happy. He loved, whenever the Listen Linda meme came out, everybody's name was Linda. I don't remember the last time he called me by my actual name. It's been Linda for the past 10 years. He loved calling everybody Linda. And whenever somebody would ask him how he's doing, he would always say hanging in there like a loose tooth. His little stupid dad jokes.
Right. All dads have them.
Yep.
Okay, and then we talked about holidays and traditions with your dad in the haunted house, but talk to me a little more about what you want to continue that he inspired as far as traditions.
Just like the haunted house you said, and also trying not to say the word hate at all, as well as whenever I hear somebody around me say it, I want to correct them and just, carry on that and tell them that's a bad word. There's already too much hate in the world. And even though that sounds like nothing, I feel like it will do a lot. But also, just spread happiness and positivity, really. He, like I said, he was not a very sportsy guy, but we always liked going out on the boat together and just hanging out on the boat. Or I'm obsessed with Ariana Grande, and I introduced him to like some of her YouTube videos, and every time we would see each other, he would ask me, oh, can we watch this video of Ariana Grande, that video of Ariana Grande? So we kind of both fell in love with her together. And then he was also a very, very good cook. All of his food was so good. He would make me like the most basic breakfast, cheesy egg and toast, but it tasted like a gourmet meal. It was so good.
I love that he cooked for you, and I love that he would watch Ariana Grande.
Yes, and he fed into my obsession. He gave me blankets and shirts and everything of hers.
Some dads won't do girl things, they're like, that's girly.
He always did, and he would sit there and ask to listen to her music. I'm like, yes.
Aw, that's super sweet. Did he have anything very special to him or anything he was very proud of?
I would just say, his daughters, Lauren and I, he was very, very proud of. I don't think, he was very proud of his crafts. He would always build things and he would talk about them forever and ever. And just how good his friends were to him and how lucky he was. Yes, he would build me. I came home from my mom's house one weekend, and he had a fortress built in my room where there was a little reading nook. My bed was high off the ground. He turned my closet into a little man cave for me. He was very, very crafty.
That is so cool.
Yes.
So what was he like to be around at gatherings? Just in general, what was he like to be around?
He was very fun. I mean, he was the life of the party. He was born in Las Vegas, and you can definitely tell, and he was very proud of that he was born in Las Vegas, but he was such a funny guy. Every time I was with him, or every time I talked to him on the phone, I would belly laugh, because he was just so naturally funny and just happy, and just such a good guy to be around. He was the life of the party. If you knew Chad was going to be there, you're going to have fun. And everybody was, whenever they saw my dad, they were excited, because they knew it was about to be a good time.
And I bet when people show up, if he wasn't around yet, they were asking, "Where's Chad? Is he coming?"
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it was.
Yeah. Well, it's very special. And it's unique to find that in people, that just everybody gravitates towards them,
Yes.
So he obviously had like a strong light that was driving people to him,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what are some of the things your dad taught you, like to drive, fish, ride a bike, things like that?
Yes, he taught me how to drive whenever I was from the age of 8. I started getting four-wheelers and golf carts and whatever he could possibly find on Facebook Marketplace or something. He would get them for me, because he spoiled me. I was a spoiled brat back then. But he would just kind of give it to me and say, "You figure it out on yourself. I'll be here if you fall and if you get hurt." But he was very patient, and he kind of let me take control of things. But yeah, I would say he taught me how to drive. I knew how to drive since I was 14. And like I said, he was very patient. He taught me how to ride my first bike without training wheels. He taught me how to tie my shoes, the bunny and the knot. Yeah, he was a very patient teacher.
That's really important. Dads can lose their patience, and it's that will be devastating as a daughter when your dad loses their patience.
Yeah, and I remember when I was learning how to spell in school, he would let me put lotion on his back and draw out the letters on his back, and that's how I learned to write letters and stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It seems like he was very just thrilled to be a dad. Do you know?
Oh, sure. I would paint his toenails. He would let me paint his toenails, put makeup on him. He did not care.
Wow.
Yes.
And then what do you want people to know about your father, especially people who haven't met him? What should we think when we see pictures or when you think about his life? What do you think?
That he wasn't perfect. Nobody is. And that although he wasn't the richest money-wise, he was rich with love, and he was always true to himself, and he was always so happy and bright. And I think a lot of people should be like him and stop using hate, whether it's your intentions are to use it maliciously or just to say that you shouldn't put that out in the world at all, and just be happy, 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 as he would always tell everybody, and stop saying hate.
So do you feel like he would be telling everyone to be happy right now, even in a sad situation?
For sure. When he first went missing, I had a dream, and he was just "I'm okay." He just kept on saying, "I'm okay, I'm okay." And he was what did he say? He said, "I love you, Sunshine." He always called me Sunshine, Halfling, or Elizabeth. And he said, "I love you, Sunshine." And that was it. And I really think that was him. I haven't had another dream about him other than nightmares, obviously, but I haven't had another dream that felt like he was talking to me other than that. So I really just think about that, and that he is okay. And he wouldn't want everybody to focus on the bad, but whether what we're trying to do, be his voice, and just stop the hate. Just stop the hate. We had 2 different memorials, like I said, because everybody was going to show up if we did the actual one, whatever. But we had a separate one on the creek, which was his favorite place. And we put a little plaque on this thing of his name, and in the sky, it was clear skies, but there was this one dot of just a rainbow. It wasn't a normal rainbow, it was just literally a little star-like shape of a rainbow. It was crazy. It was literally just a dot in the sky.
It's you can still feel them, and they're still a part of you too.
100%.
So
100%. I totally agree. Yeah, I mean, and I just have those little signs like the rainbow, that dream. And then one time I was coming home, it was like right after they found his body, and I was coming home from work, and I was driving into the streetlights, and the streetlight turned on right while I was under it. I was like, oh, it's dusk. It's the streetlights turning on. But none of the other ones were on, and as I continued driving, they all followed my car as I was turning on all the way to my neighborhood, like 5 minutes down the road. It was crazy. So and it hasn't happened since. I was like, wow.
But it's like he was like riding with you, and
he loved lights. He loved lights, so I definitely think that was him. He loved like LED lights and all that crazy stuff. So yeah.
He sounds like a really cool person. Like I haven't met him, but I can kind of totally tell that he invested a lot in you, and you can carry on his spirit as well.
Yes, and I definitely will.